Morning, friends. We're at it again with another new one. I done this because, y'all know I love to load 29 caliber as number one. Because back when I done that, I didn't think about it when I ordered it, but the factory buckshot, when you buy it, all of us reloaders know that true number one is 30 cal. And guys that shoot that 24 pellet loads like Winchesters, they love them. Problem with them is they're not actually 30 caliber, and they're not even 29 caliber. They're 20. I cut two apart yesterday. They're running about 28.2, 28.4. So I got with Mr. Marty at Marty's Arms and got me another mold. I'm gonna be mold pour back there shortly, and I got me a 28 cal mold. Then, after I graphited my mold the first time, which I graphited all my new molds the first time, the pellets were coming out at 2.79, so it takes just a hair off of it. But then, after I powder coated, it brought it right back up to 28.1 caliber pellets. And I'll be honest, I just shot one because I wanted to see what it was going to do before I go telling everybody about this load. And it shot, I'll show pictures on Facebook here in a little bit. I think it was a 21 of 24, and I pulled it right, and y'all know that's just me. I'm old and can't see good anymore. Shot 21 of 24 pellets in a 9-inch by 8-inch pattern. So we're going to see if we can replicate that with the load I done. Now the load I done that with was with these TPS cushion wads, half cut. Reason I chose these, they have a flat bottom, guys. These 28 cals go in there perfectly by 3. I started the load off at 26.5, and let me put this to you to start with. This is not load data. This is what I'm going to shoot in my own personal guns. What you do with it from there, that's your business. I took the load data from an 1 7/8 ounce payload round. And they don't have a lot in my old lineman book on the Remington, on the Chedites and Fiochis. But what I done was I just took the load data from a Remington plastic case, which basically what these are. And it was calling for 26 grains with 1 7/8 ounce. Now this load is lighter than 1 7/8 ounce. It's coming out to like 1.7 ounces, which is 1 7/16 ounces. Set 1.1 7/16. So let me do it one more time to make sure it's still coming out that weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 pellets. 1.704 ounces. 1.7 ounces. So, Marty's molds are consistent, buddy. I done weighed that lead payload weight. That's probably about the 10th time this morning I've already loaded that, and it's always right in that ballpark. Within, it ain't even enough to talk about. But I dropped down to 26 grains a long shot, and I'm going to load 24 pellets in that TPS cushion wad half cut. And they stack in there beautifully by 3s, guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. 24 pellets, guys. Comes right up to the top of my wad. Just a hair over it. Then, I covered it up with buffer powder. The reason I cut the charge a half a grain was because once I add the buffer powder, I figure I'm getting pretty close, because My weight right now is between an ounce. It's right dead in between an ounce and 5/8 and an ounce and 7/8. So I figured when I added my buffer, I'm pushing it a little closer to an ounce and 5/8. I mean 7/8, excuse me. And my charge, I'm basing it on an ounce and 7/8. 2 purple bingo chips, being that my pellets are purple. Compress everything down in there good. .24 pellet, #1 buckshot. Basically the factory specs, but we're using a better quality wad. So I'm expecting better performance out of these. That's what I'm expecting. There's a fold crimped round. There's my roll crimp. They're the same size. Hence why you see me trim them off, guys. And the only reason I do that is because I don't have to trim them to make them work in my gun. But all the guys out there at Reed Creek, we got several different kind of guns out there. 26 grains of long shot, half cut, TPS cushion wad. Let me say once again, this is not load data. This is what I'm loading for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, 22, 23, and 24. If this shoots as good as it did a minute ago, my buddies out there at Reed Creek are going to be in 7th heaven, because they're some of the bunch that absolutely love 24 pellet #1. They shoot my 21 pellet all the time, but they've been asking about this forever. Two more purple bingo chips for purple pellets. Something about that color purple I like. Two 24 pellet. We're going to call it #1, even though 28 cal is a #1, but that's what the factories are calling it. TPS cushion wad, half cut. Now, can you load these other wads? I'm absolutely sure you can. Matter of fact, after I get done testing these two, we'll try it out in a different wad just to confirm it will. No bulges. Smooth as glass and look good. Too pretty to even want to shoot at a deer, but we're gonna. Alright, folks. I don't know the speeds of these yet. If I had to guess, it's probably close to 1,100 feet a second. But we'll shoot one over the chrono to find out. Just to confirm it, because I don't want mine being slower than any factory buckshot. Anyhow, stay tuned. I'm going to do a test here in just a few minutes and see what they're going to do. Alright, later.